What's up, everybody? Oh, man, look at you guys. Oh, fucking hot Saturday night, baby. Here we go. Drinking. I'm drinking, obviously. Okay, you know. Trying to get in shape. I'm trying to get healthy, so, you know, I'm trying not to drink as much. Trying to work out, get right, you know. I've been doing CrossFit for the last 18 months, and it doesn't look like it, which is frustrating. Dude, have you ever paid $200 a month to go to a gym and look like you've gotten lost every single time on the way to that gym? Dude, it's infuriating. I show up, they still treat me like I'm a new member on my first day every single time. I'm like, hey, how's it going, guys? They're like, hey, come on in, let's give you a tour. I'm like, oh, I've been here 187 times. If you see that group photo, I'm the only one with a shirt on, okay? I'm right there, dude. You recognize this face. Dude, it's a nightmare, nightmare. You ever explain to someone, be like, no, cardiovascularly, I'm in the best shape of my life. You want to go outside and run 3 miles right now? And they're like, I'm good, I'm good. But you got to, you know what that is? You got to find your own motivation. That's what I found. Everybody's different to get in shape, right? Like for me, nothing motivates me more than seeing an attractive person on the street, right? Man or woman, frankly. Like the other day, I saw this woman, so beautiful, so beautiful. I stopped eating shawarma mid-plate. Do you know how hot you have to have me throw away a half a plate of shawarma? Gorgeous, dude. I threw it right in the trash, went straight to the gym, okay? Dude, 10:30 at night, I was drunk, but I got my steps in, okay? Calories counted, that's all that matters, that's it. No. Oh, look at you guys. I'm from Long Island. Is anyone from Long Island? One person? Good. There. She said woohoo and then was immediately embarrassed about it. Yeah. Typical Long Islander. That's good. Where on Long Island? Port Jeff. Oh, I'm from Huntington. Okay. Well, why did you say Port Jeff? That's a weird thing to lie about. That's, you know, whatever. It's fine. That's cool. Nice. Well. I'm from Long Island. I live in Brooklyn now, but my parents still live out there. I visit them all the time, right? I go, it's very nice, very easy. My parents are great, right? They're great, they're very kind, they're very thoughtful, they're fun. My mom does this thing though. I don't know if anyone has parents like this. She's very thoughtful. Sometimes her thoughtfulness though, inconvenient to my life. Is that, I feel like a dick saying that, but it's true, dude, it's true. Like I was home, I was visiting them a few weeks ago, and I'm talking to them, I'm coming back into the city, it's Sunday, my mom's like, hey, Dylan, before you go, I was out, I was running some errands, I picked up some groceries for you to take back to the city. It's like, oh, that's great, thank you so much. She's like, I also picked you up a watermelon, because I know that that's your favorite fruit. I was like, that's true, thank you so much. Only problem is, I don't have a car, okay? Yo, have you ever carried a loose watermelon an hour on the Long Island Railroad and 45 minutes on the L? Dude, it looks like you just stole a watermelon, okay? And this is the getaway vehicle, all right? It's just stopping every 5 minutes. You're like, I'm gonna get there. Dude, even homeless people look at you and they're like, those are $5. What are you doing? You wouldn't get it. You wouldn't know. It's a nightmare, dude. I was just traveling with my family. Just you know, we're on vacation. My parents, my brother's kids, my brother's wife. It was great, super fun. I have 2 nieces now, 2 years old, 2.5, and 1. Does anyone have nieces, kids, that thing? Yeah. Yeah, okay. I don't have kids, so that's the closest thing. And they're great. I love hanging out with them. And we're away, we're on vacation, and I'm talking to my niece, and we're hanging out, and I'm talking to her. I'm like, oh, did you have fun in the pool? And she's like, yeah. She talks to you like she's a hot girl at a bar. Yes. Do you want a drink? She's like, yeah. I'm like, all right. So we're talking, and she's eating, right? She's eating like goldfish, she's eating grapes. You know, I'm like, oh, that's great, that's it, had fun. And then she just stops, and she like crinkles her face up. She's like, I was like, what the fuck is that? And my brother's like, oh, she's pooping. Well, that's a rude way to stop a conversation, I guess. It's not very thoughtful. Dude, she shit her pants and then kept eating. At what point Do we lose that as adults? We lose that shame when I'm like, imagine you could just shit your pants and keep eating, dude? That's like my dream. Are you kidding me? You're fucking beautiful. Holy shit. Oh my God, I'm like, you are, never lose who you are. I don't know what that means. Never. I don't know, I've been watching Euphoria. You guys watch Euphoria? Yeah? Yeah, you like? Oh, dude, I love it. I love Euphoria. It's my new show. I know I'm late to the game, but I just binged it like 2 weeks ago. I watched both seasons. So good. But I'm also old enough. I've seen like all these shows now. Now I realize they're just redoing shows, right? They're just doing shows over and over again. Like I watched The OC in high school. Then I watched Gossip Girl in college. Now I watch Euphoria, okay? It's the same show. The only difference is the drugs have gotten way harder and they care about the consequences way less. Just not at all. I remember watching The OC. They would show up to a party, they'd smoke weed, they'd drink beer, and then the next morning they'd all wake up and be like, we think Marissa has a problem. And then they'd find a rehab for her Bud Light addiction. Like, we're gonna save her. And it's like, you won't, she dies. Season 3. Then I watched Euphoria, dude. I watched Euphoria. First episode, the main character overdoses on heroin, goes into rehab, gets out of rehab, goes to a party to see her friends, and all her friends are like, are you back on drugs? And she's like, yeah. And they're all like, oh, well, actually, we brought a bunch of drugs if you want to. They're back here. Let's go do them. You're like, what the fuck? The only other thing I don't like is I think it sets unrealistic body expectations for kids, right? Because if you haven't seen it, it's just 25 to 35-year-old, like, beautiful models, right? Pretending to be 16-year-old high school students. And you watch it, kids watch it, like, I remember watching The OC and I was like, oh, if I work hard enough at 14 years old, I'll be able to have a six-pack like this 27-year-old. Oh, if I just eat enough chicken and eggs, I'll look like a superhero. It's crazy. It's crazy. There's a scene in the first episode, season 1, episode 1, where all these adult men are in the high school boys' locker room, right? See, dude, they're all there. They're just walking around in the background, just like naked, completely naked, just necessary for the show, obviously. And they have humongous flaccid penises. I'm just gonna say it. Huge penises, okay? I saw that and I was like, holy shit, those are huge penises. And as soon as I thought that, I was like, well, I can never say that out loud. Because what if they're not that big? And I just have no idea? I'm just starting casual conversations like, okay, did you see the huge penises in season 1, episode 1 of Euphoria? You're huge, right? And people are like, actually, Dylan, those are below average size penises. I don't know what episode you watch. Those are small penises. And I'm like, oh, well, it must be hot and steamy in that room. I don't know. I also couldn't stop thinking about all the actors who auditioned for those roles. Like that's an HBO show. You gotta go through like rounds of auditioning, right? They don't just give you the part. You gotta like audition. And then to like go through that and then not get the part, that's crushing for your ego. Holy shit. Can you imagine that? They're like, you go through and they're like, oh my God, yeah, you look like you're 16 even though you're 35. This is perfect. You can act. You got a six-pack. And then round 5, they're like, all right, let's see your penis. I'm sorry, but you don't qualify for this role. You gotta go home, dude? You gotta go talk to your wife? And she's like, what happened? I thought they loved you. Fucking politics. You gotta lie, you're like, they found out I voted for Trump. I don't know. You're like, I'd rather admit that than my tiny penis. Way better. It's horrible. Oh God, nightmare. I was running some errands before the show. Have you guys seen this? Have you seen this? Have you seen these new the machines, those Dr. Scholl's machines that you stand on? It tells you what type of insoles to get to fix your feet. Have you seen this? You've used it? Dude, it's so good, right? It's great. It's great. You stand on it. Now they have this new technology though. If you go in and stand on it barefoot, you get AIDS. But also. So it can tell you if you're at risk or if you currently have diabetes. Isn't that crazy that they have this technology? I saw this and I was like, I don't think I'm ready to find out that I have diabetes in this CVS. This is not the place. Can you imagine finding out you have diabetes in a place you also have a rewards card to? So you're like, oh, let's go fix this plantar fasciitis. Oh, diabetes? Great, okay. I gotta go call my doctor, but first let me put this 3-for-1 ice cream back in the freezer section. You can figure it out. I don't know. No, I'm on dating apps. You guys on dating apps? Yeah, that was a sad yes, but okay. That's fair. We all are, right? Do you date during COVID? No, I doubled down. I doubled down during COVID, dude. I was Zoom dating, dude. I was looking for love in my living room. I mean, come on. As a man in New York City, I will say women hated it. As a man in New York City, it was great though. You save time, you save money. I set them up like interviews. I was like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. It's like the bachelor of my apartment, okay? It's great. The only thing I didn't like about it is when you meet someone on Zoom, there's no way to tell if they have legs. And there's... There's no good way to bring it up, okay? Oh, you have 3 sisters? Do you have 2 legs? Ending the date, okay? All right, guys, that's it for me. Thank you.